Welcome to Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by K&T Services. We appreciate all y'all tuning in tonight. Can you hear that? Does that sound like? Oh, I can hear it. I'm gonna smile this whole time.
Smile and wave.
Uh, Betty lost it. Shh, please. I'm singing. Hey, talk. You talk.
Hello. I don't have my volume on. I turned it back down since it was echoing back.
Can y'all hear us? Let's just ask them.
Not only can you hear us, is it clear?
I got a feeling they can't hear us. I do. Or that somebody would be saying something. Hey, there's Simone. There's Simone. I got a feeling they can't hear us. There's Simone.
Just a long comment.
it
Hey,
sounds
Hey, Simone.
Clear.
clear.
Are you gonna tell Simone hey?
Hello, Simone.
They're saying it sounds all right. It sounded like dog vomit. Oh my God. I said, regardless, I'm gonna smile. So we're gonna start over. Welcome to Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by J&T Services. We are live at 5 Points Tire and Auto on Cartersville Road in Winston-Salem, and we appreciate each and every one of y'all tuning in tonight. I'm glad y'all can hear okay. Y'all sure? Are they?
They'd let us know.
They would, wouldn't they?
They
They
would.
really quick. They would.
Yes.
Hope everybody's doing all right. Sydney, we got rained out at the what is it?
Steve said she is clear, but you are not, Chris. We hear you, Chris. Okay, keep talking. Is Chris good?
Now Steve said it's not. No, don't confuse me. Is that what he's mean? Is that what he's meaning? People already asking about. I don't know about Junior Miller if he's racing or not. I don't know he's supposed to drive the John Holloman 69. I do not know, so sorry I can't answer that for
Simone
you.
says it's not good.
Simone
Static.
static. See, that's what I was hearing. It's like some people hear it okay, and then
Can
some.
hear, but it's crackling, is what Daniel says.
There you go. All right.
Channel 31 News is here. Sydney and Chris Carter. Chris breaking up a bit.
Is that Chase? I mean, Pee Wee.
That's Pee Wee. Chris, you're not good. Your mic is a little garbled.
I mean, it's got to be.
Choppy.
Mute me, please. I'm not muted, am I? I can hear myself.
Talk now.
Hello. Hello. No, that's him.
All right.
What about now?
All right, we're gonna try this again. Welcome to Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by J&T Services. We are live at 5 Points Tire and Auto. Hope everybody's doing well.
What about now?
I heard you. once again, I don't. All right, we're gonna try this again. Well, see, I can hear myself. That's. It reminds me of some cheap podcast somewhere where it does. It just like we're out in a field or something. Um, and I don't know. I've heard bits and pieces of this, and like uh, Robbie White. See, Robbie says we're good now, or we're good now. It's almost like some people hear it where there's no static, no in none of us, and then some people are hearing what I'm hearing. So I don't know. All right, and just in case y'all do hear me, for the ones that hear me, I'm gonna just move on just for a little bit. If it's that bad, y'all just say Chris stop and I'll stop. Okay. Hey to the Gibson family racing. We were gonna have the Crown Vics, and I was really excited. I watched their morning practice, which I was like, you know what, this could be good. Uh, TJ Gibson, first one in, he drove in. I was watching. I was watching TJ because Bentley was second in practice. How they went out, and when they went, he drove that bad boy, that 05 car, into three like there was no tomorrow. I mean, he drove it in, and that car went up the track and never. I mean, it was TJ's raced there before, so
Yeah,
he
yeah.
gets it. But yeah, I enjoyed watching them practice. I looked at the forecasted, and I'm like, man, oh man, oh man, oh man, I don't want it to rain. We need to rain, still need to
Oh,
rain.
for sure.
I really enjoyed all the keyboard warriors and everything when I posted that we were rained out, and I enjoyed being taught how they let us know how stupid we were and all that for canceling the race. Um, and then it's talking about jet dryers, like you can go to Walmart and pick up a jet dryer
You didn't know they had those?
at Walmart.
Yeah.
And then you know me, I couldn't stand it. So later on, I'm like, well, but them jet dryers would have been out of fuel by now. And I mean, anyway, I'm hearing I'm hearing that the forecast don't look good for this.
Seen that today when I looked. Because I didn't even know it was calling for rain today.
I didn't either. Daniel and him over across the street told me. So
So I was like, well, maybe let me go
that's
look. And there's a 59% chance, I think, for showers Saturday.
it's real like
But you know what? It's Tuesday. There's like going to be 75 more changes to the weather before then.
how many?
75.
75 more changes.
Yes.
All right. I'm scared. You know what? He's over there smiling. You that happy?
I'm trying to smile more. That's the goal.
You did say that.
Try to
Yeah, he
smile.
said he was going to try and laugh more.
These final exams can be brutal. So, just trying to
Patrick's
smile.
smiling because
embrace
he's
the
almost done with college.
He's smiling because he don't have to hear this no more. He's leaving.
Not with it. Never. Looking forward
Uh,
to the future.
Yeah, no, we're all happy for you. We really
Thank
are.
you. I appreciate that.
Who is? Let me actually.
Saturday morning, not looking good. Should be out by 2 p.m. Well, if it rains in the morning, that's fine, you know? Oh, those Bowman grapes.
Blake Melvin. Yes, yes, we have a lot of those. All right, so I'm
Yes.
just assuming. It sounds so, y'all. I wish y'all could all just sit here. I did invite anybody that wanted to be on tonight. I gave them an open invitation to come and join me and sit.
Booster was first in line.
Can't have him.
So according to him, you know.
All right. Since they can kind of hear, sort of hear, I'm just going to carry on for now. Miss Sydney. Oh yeah, my Bible verse. I've got to do a Bible verse.
And then we'll do our.
The Bible verse that I'm going to do is out of the book of Romans, and it is Romans 5:8. Steve got him a tattoo today, and I just got him. I was like, Romans 5. I remember the 5 and what it was, but very good book, a very good verse in the book of Romans, and it's Romans 5:8. But God demonstrates his own love toward us in that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Patrick, you like that one?
Amen.
That's a good one. And Steve got it right here today. So that was pretty cool. So that was for you, Steve, and for anybody else. And that Read Your Bible is one of the best ones in the book. But God demonstrates his own love toward us in that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Okay. I want to say a special big shout out. I always do it for all of the sponsors. I love you, but I do want to give a special shout out. I want Zachary Koger. I want you people to know if you have any plumbing needs, Koger Plumbing, they're good people. Zachary Koger is and he don't talk a lot. He really don't unless he knows you. If he knows you, he talks. But I wish he'd come on the show soon, putting him on the spot because his wife will see this or hear this and she'll say, "You really need to." But just want a big shout out to Koger Plumbing. They're such good people. And Zachary, he's just a good guy. And the show we're gonna put it on everything, Sykes Metal Roof and the dentist at Kernersville and Koger Plumbing. But support your local plumber, Koger Plumbing. With all that being said, Miss Sydney's going to give a rundown of all our sponsors who we appreciate and love very much.
We'd like to thank raceforkids.com, Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, H&H Auto Repair, Precision Built Spindles, Sykes Metal Roofing, Realtor Renee Hackett, Koger Plumbing, Gale Force Suspension Management, Swift Springs, 5 Points Tire and Auto, The Dentist at Kernersville, Tiffany Gimnez with the Ginther Group, Krista Still Racing, Tea Time Sports Bar, Burke Street Pub. Hold on, what happened here? Pause. Sorry.
Doing it off Facebook.
Yep. Captain's Retreat at Bear Creek, Madhouse Harley Davidson, Smoky Joe's Barbecue of Lexington, David E. Day Inc., Blue Ridge Truck Line, Suntan Magic, Mount Airy, Affordable Septic, Enticing Icings, Dutton Safer Systems, Ideal Landscaping, JTV Sports Cards and Memorabilia, Nick's Old Fashioned Hamburgers, KevinSaysYes.com, Bowman's Hauling and Grading, Choice Tire and Automotive, Woodman Life Insurance, Jordan Anderson, S&P Lemonade, J&T Services, Harkey Litigation, Ever Ready Mixed Concrete, Colfax Towing, MJ Printing and Graphics, Make TV Great with Nate, Squeaky Clean Home Pros, and Squeaky Clean Express and Ceramic Coatings.
Good job. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I left my notes. I actually got notes. What happened? Who is it? What happened?
They said Booster walked all the way up there to see y'all.
Yeah, it must be Steve. Because he had a wreck right across the street. Who does that? Like, he does. He did.
Leave him alone. His foot had some stress.
He was telling Patrick about stress relief and all that. Anyway, entertain him. I'll be right
And
back.
he did a magic trick for the little girl.
Tell them all. I'll be right back.
Okay, great. All right. Let's wait. Am I paused?
No.
Am I muted? Sound. Oh, there we go. Okay, hold on. I went away. Hello? No, I went away. For me. Now. Can y'all hear me? Hello?
You're good. I can hear you
You can hear me?
perfectly. Yeah.
It's like it's echoing off of this mic.
Correct. Right. It is.
That one's not muted. Now I'm back.
Right.
Now I'm back. Great. Okay. All right. So, who was excited about the race Sunday, and what did y'all think about the victory lap? Let's see. We can hear you. Okay. Wyatt's yes. Jason Rao. Y'all see any what?
He probably can't even write, spell, or something.
Y'all see any ladies with white puff coats? What does that mean?
What?
Jason,
What do you say?
they can hear me.
All right. So Steve and Megan, Tim's wife, said it sounds good now.
Yes.
So someone unmute me, please. Someone explain to me how sounds good, don't sound good, sounds good, sound good. I'm gonna have a nervous breakdown and a heart attack on this show.
Justin, I agree. I thought it was awesome too.
All right.
It's true passion.
On what? What are we talking about?
Victory lap on Sunday.
I see my stepdaddy says it's breaking up some. That's Bubba Gill. Christian Thorpe, yeah, it's all my fault. See, that's what I don't. But a lot of times, if you're watching off your phone, it could be a signal on your phone. Anyway, There's our Canadian brother. So right there, that Stephen Johnson, there is someone, he is all the way in Canada listening. How cool is that? Big supporter of the show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. All right, so was you just talking about Talladega?
And you predicted it.
I'm talking about I woke up and said today is his
Yes,
day.
you did.
Y'all, if you watch this show, nobody can deny. I've said it, I've preached it, I've told y'all Hocevar's a real deal. He has got that. You remember our three things about driving: your talent level, God given talent level, taught talent, or no talent, you suck. And he's got God given talent times two. Carson Hocevar does, okay? He's going to be with Spire for a long time. That's really good. Um, but I did. I went on my Facebook page and said, today's the day. He wins Talladega. It, midway through the race, I was like, maybe I was wrong. But then toward the end, he had a hot rod. And for those of y'all that watch Talladega, Sydney kind of asked, but what about what he done? Me, I was with Daniel, of course. We just waved every Sunday as we watched this. And uh, I was with Daniel, and he kept is something that's like, what is he doing? And like, you idiot, what's wrong with you? You can't, Daniel's like, man, there's something. Well, he's trying to what it was, he was trying to manipulate himself with the steering wheel on the car instead of just taking it out and doing that. I don't know why that wasn't done. Anyway, regardless,
He's got some granddaddy long legs.
he does.
Think
He's
about
a
that.
big boy.
Yeah.
He's a tall boy. Well, I put a picture of me and him up on the when I made that post of me and Carson, and I'm not like tall. I'm 5'8", 692 pounds, and you can see the difference how tall that guy is. But anyway, what he done, it's like the fans, he connected with the fans in such a way
Yes.
doing what he'd done. Because somebody said it might have been Denny Hamlin or somebody. I'm not coming up with myself this what I'm fixing to say, but I thought you're right. A lot of the drivers are inside of that car. Yes, the wind nets down and do them, but there's a disconnect from inside that car to them. He made up for the disconnect. There was a connection, in other words, between himself and the fans, which I thought was really, really cool. What was even cooler was when he hit the wall. He almost hit it one time, and then he got the car turned. And that's when he was out coming this way, and he did. Now, if you go back and watch that, when Hocevar hits that wall, you can see it sitting on the door. It's really cool. Now, everybody, including me and Daniel, was like, okay, that was cool and everything. Will he be able to do it again? Okay, and this is leading me to something else I wanted us to talk about today, us and y'all, is Steve O'Donnell. Steve O'Donnell liked it. Steve O'Donnell thought it was cool, that he didn't see nothing wrong with it. He seen that connection. With that being said, with Steve O'Donnell now being where he's at in NASCAR, I think it's going to be more. Freddie Kraft and him on Door Bumper Clear talked about this, and I really feel like I think Steve O'Donnell's going to help make it a lot better than what it is. I think there's a lot of horse crap that used to go on in NASCAR with certain things or whatever that people was like, y'all are disconnecting from us, and they were. A lot of people knows it. But I feel like with Steve O'Donnell in charge, Ben Kennedy now was the COO. I feel like that we could, if they just do something about that freaking car, and Steve O'Donnell's no idiot by no means, and then he hears enough in his ear to know that at some point, it's like, it's like transponders at Bowman Gray.
Duh.
Get them.
Yeah.
We need them. It's and that's the same way with that new whatever gen car this is that NASCAR races. You look at the stats. The O'Reilly Auto Parts Series is kicking Cup's butt right now. You know why? Simple things. Look where the number is. Look, it's like what a lot of, even the new fans, they just relate to that. The number where it's at in Cup, it's stupid. Why? I get it before the sponsors and all. It's just I don't like it. It's almost like another disconnect. So, Sean Wells, what's up, brother? Uh, yeah, yeah. Are you with me on all that? You're not saying much. I need you to talk with me. I need you to not look at me like I'm a squirrel. You don't think nothing? Nothing?
Yeah, I've said my piece on that.
On what?
On the host bar.
No, we done switched to
I know you're talking about
Steve O'Donnell.
I know,
Yeah.
no.
All right, what about
Me and Stephen already had his discussion with about Steve on before I came.
on Steve O'Donnell?
Uh-huh.
You don't like him?
I don't have an opinion yet.
Okay. What about Cletus?
I was very proud of him.
All right, let's don't put the cart before the horse, okay?
Uh-huh.
Andy Janikowicz, however you say his last name, Andy J. That's how we all know him. I met him from Bubba Gill with Gale Force. So Andy J, big time Gale Force suspension, Swift Spring person. Okay, so him winning was very, very, very cool. That guy, sometimes he goes to some races on an open trailer.
He's like one of us. He's a
He-
delivery guy.
He delivers pizza for a living. So if Cletus couldn't win, and Jake Finch has been on this show. He's from Pensacola. I don't, love Jake Finch, and he's been on this show. But if Cletus couldn't win it,
Mhm.
I was like Andy J, because every time at Talladega or Daytona, he does really, really well.
And he didn't even know he won,
It's
which was the best part.
oh, what the
He was like, something's going on my radio. And then I was like, oh.
So big congratulations to Andy J on that win.
For sure.
Man, that was so cool. Did you just say hey to some on here?
Sean said, oh, hey, Sid, ... Scott said, oh, hey. Fist pumping. Yes.
Anyway, yeah. So congratulations to Andy J on the ARCA win at Talladega, but Cletus probably drove. No, he did drive. He made good decisions. I watched him take the lead on the outside at Talladega. The first time he went and took the lead, he didn't have a whole lot of help when he done it. He jumped out and said, "I'm gone." I think it was Austin Cindric, who does a very good job, was helping commentate, do play by play or whatever for that race, who I really enjoyed. But yeah, Cletus, man.
I think, the more that he gets seat time and the more like he's getting more comfortable with the car, and I think he's got talent.
Thank you. Okay, so there's a lot of haters, and I don't get it. It's like we have haters, we all have haters. Look, Bert has haters, Tim has haters, Brandon Ward, everybody has haters.
Chris Carter has haters.
I have a lot, and I'm fine with it. I don't, we went through that. Anyway, even though I love them, I wish I understood the. Hold on.
It's Andy Jankowiak. Jankowiak.
Hey, that's Jared. Jared's gonna help me. Sounds like you're talking up. Say, I was just getting happy. It sounds like you're talking underwater.
Thanks, Jared.
It sounds like I'm talking underwater, but you understood what I was trying to say.
Yes, you got it. So Sam says, glad I got to see you both at Thorn Bar Girl on Saturday. We really loved the Thorn Bar Girl too.
Yeah, it was good to see you too, Sam.
We were at Thunder Road Bar and Grill, guys, and we had a great time.
Yep. I was with Daniel, wasn't I?
No, you were with Jason Rao.
With Opie, Jason.
Yeah.
They say it sounds like we're underwater, and it hurts my heart. It hurts my feelings. I don't know what to do. Let's do this. Miss Megan's watching. You think we should try a phone call just to try
I think we should try like one of us calling or
instead of Tim?
Tim.
Yeah, I don't.
For a second.
Yeah, Tim don't mind. I've already talked to Megan. I mean, Tim is on standby. Look at we ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole. Try again.
Sounds great to me. Thank you for being a hype man for Chris. We appreciate it.
Look, dude's in Mobile, Alabama, one of my very best friends. This is who I was working for when I got the news that my child passed away.
Oh.
Yep, Graham Moore. He was at one of the worst times of my life. So hero, true friend right there. I love him. Glad you're tuning in, Graham. Thank you, buddy.
Robbie White says you're better. I don't hear it. Daniel says I wasn't invited.
You're supposed to don't forget me, Daniel.
Jarrett says I'm still listening and I'm enjoying it. Love you, bro. Yes, Ashley, you already missed Chris talking about the Crown Vics at the stadium.
Did she?
Yeah. Stephen Sanders said he had a blast Saturday.
You don't get to hang out with Steven much anymore, you know?
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he is. So at Carteret County, me and that dude has laughed. We was on golf. Never mind. I can't say that.
miss- I miss though the vibe of Carteret, like just like the homey feel, like
It's done. It's gone.
I know, but like
It's not returning.
I'm just telling you, I'm reminiscing on times.
Man, we had some good times there.
Yeah. Graham Moore says, "Love you, buddy."
Love you, bud. Roll Tide. Uh, I done went off in left field. Let me look at my notes. First off, we got to get back to Bowling Green, okay?
Yes, we do.
Here's what I'm going to do because there's a guy that's helping us,
Oh,
Peter Strada, who is our communications director. I get them all confused because Messer plays such a big role. We got Mr. Tim Southers. He plays such a good role, big role. So he wants media coverage. I'm going to give him some media. I forgot my dadgum. Forgot about. I forgot. It's a Sergeant Hampton. I told him I was going to, in case he's watching, I told him I was going to talk about a car show they got coming up. And I left it on a desk at H&H. But anyway, hang on, Ashley. I'm going to talk about y'all's practice again. I want to read this is the Bowman Gray Stadium press release. Okay, so you can't read all that.
you want me to?
Please.
Kevin Powell Motorsports 100 caps off loaded night of racing for week 3 of 2026 season at Bowman Gray Stadium. First 100 lap modified show of the year, twin 20 lap sportsman races, and weekly racing action all takes turns at Bowman Gray Stadium on Saturday, May 2nd for week 3 of 2026 season. All 4 weekly racing divisions return to Bowman Gray Stadium for week 3 of the 2026 season. A fully loaded schedule for this Saturday night, May 2nd, follows a week 2 that was completely rained out from the Madhouse. The Brad's Golf Cars Modifieds return for their first 100 lap event of 2026. The Kevin Powell Motorsports 100. Tim Brown will try to stay undefeated this year, riding peak momentum into Saturday night as the points leader after opening night's Hayes Jewelers 200 win. Law offices of John Barrow Sportsman Series competitors have twin races this week, with 2 20-lap events on deck. Week 1's 40-lap race went to Nate Gregg, closely followed by his father, Billy Gregg. The Robertson brothers, Chase and Ryan, were not far back in 3rd and 4th. These results lead to an intriguing 4-way fight between 2 families atop their championship standings. QRC HVAC and refrigeration street stock drivers also have a 20-lap race slated for Saturday. Opening night saw Christian Joyce navigate his way forward from starting 7th to the win. He will try and defend his victory. Q104.1 stadium stocks are also on this week's lineup for the Madhouse. They will see 2 15-lap races if their car count is over 26 entries. Y'all hear that, right? Over 26 entries. Opening week winner Luke Smith will aim to hold on to his narrow points lead and chase down another victory. Great. Gates will open at 6 p.m. on Saturday with the first green flag of the night at 8 p.m. We hope to see you there.
Do you think I did good as the interpreter for you?
You were very distracting.
Gracie,
You don't distract the driver.
Gracie Gibbs, hey, you didn't like that?
Riptides misses you.
I miss Riptides, but I don't.
They have the best chicken parmesan.
I live with. I don't. Man, some of the best times of my life is at Riptides. Okay, so I've got to back up. For those of y'all that can hear me, if you can hear me properly, no, seriously, this involves you. I just ain't told you yet. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I come up with, we talked about last. So I'm being dead serious. Okay, here we go. Remember last week, a week ago, yesterday, we had the shooting, and I said something about it on here, and it's been on my mind. And I hear the Sheriff Kimbrough talk, and I hear Chief Penn talk in Winston-Salem, and all this, and these kids this, kids that. We've seen all these reports are coming out. 14, 15, 16, 16 dead, a 17-year-old dead, blah, blah, blah. Kids need something to do, yeah. So my wheels got to turning, and I said, I wonder how many of these kids that can't go to Bowman Gray, even if they're not interested. Bowman Gray, if no race person, is one of those places that even if you don't like race or not, if you come to it, you're going to look at whoever's with you and go, that wasn't that bad. And that's the way my wheels turn. So what I'm saying here is I'm in the very early stages. I've talked to a Sergeant Hampton today, Terry Freeman. My friend got me in touch with him with the Forsyth County Sheriff's Department. I am going to be involved in some fundraiser type deal at the Winston-Salem Police Department Thursday from 12 to 1. And then Friday, I'm meeting with Miss Sylvia of right there at the youth center, right there by the stadium. And what I've got in mind, I've talked to Tommy Neal, several drivers, which I knew with no doubt in my mind are already on board. So what my vision is that there's a lot out there that Miss Sylvia told me today that it ain't that the kids were taken somewhere, they're being dropped off. The parents sometimes can't afford for tickets for themselves and the two kids. I'm just going to assume, when I say this, I'm assuming a family of a mom and dad, brother, sister. And the mom and dad live paycheck to paycheck. They can't afford for these kids to pay them to go to even Bowman Gray, which the price was very reasonable. So what I've concocted in my mind, and I knew, I kind of went out on a limb. You with me? That we can help raise money and provide 4 tickets, a gas voucher, and food voucher to go to the racetrack for these underprivileged families, these underprivileged kids. And we're talking that we can help make a difference. I didn't say we're going to solve it. We can help make a difference and get some of these kids to that racetrack. Now, some of them kids are going to say, I want to be a race car driver, or I want to be able to work on something like that. I mean, it happened at some point. So, with that being said, it's when I go back to all of y'all, this is no different. Also want to say this: I've got the bylaws and everything for the foundation, His Glory, Their Story. That's the foundation that I've got 5 board members. Steve's one of them. Mark Flynn and Williams. I've got a good the board, the staff members, the treasury. I've got everything worked out. We're this close for being a 501c3 nonprofit, and that's going to help. I listed a nonprofit as a helping kids with cancer thing, and that's how it's labeled. But we still can do stuff like this. So anyway, I feel like it it's almost like when you talk to somebody about Jesus. If you could save one person in a room of 100, you've done something. Uh, if you can get one kid off the street to going downtown and acting like a wild Banshee Indian with a gun at 14, and they can go to Bowman Gray with their family where they should be, and they want to get involved with racing, then we've accomplished something. And I say we because it takes all of us, which I've used your name already more than once about the show and what have you, my co-host, because, well, my girl probably ain't gonna like racing. Well, my co-host is a girl and she races. So that's what I'm saying. So for those of y'all that can hear clearly what I'm saying is, in a nutshell, I've already talked to Miss Sylvia Adams, meet with her Thursday and Friday. Uh, Sergeant Hampton came right there to H&H. I told Daniel, I said, man, next time a cop comes, tell him I'm not there. I was on the side of the building. But anyway, it was in the office, and I'm doing everything that in my mind. I've prayed about this. It's no different than anything I've ever done as far as fundraising for these kids with cancer. I want our racing community once again that we care. We care. We all care. No matter what division, what they do, or whatever, we care about what's going on in our community. So with that being said, if you are interested, if you want to be a part of this, and I'm being straight up, and I've talked Austin at Bowman Gray Saturday morning. I've talked about this. Unfortunately, at this time, we don't have Austin doesn't, or Gray doesn't have the flexibility to say, okay, well, we can do this off, this off, this off. We will have to purchase these tickets if they're, of course, 6 to 11 is $2, but
Yes.
I'm talking about youth, 12 to 18. So it would be $15 tickets. Okay. Uh, this is something I think we can do, and that we can continue to do. So I know I did a lot of jabbering right there, but I want to make myself clear when I say this, like anything else I've ever done. It's from the heart. I've prayed about it. But it's all right, we're fixing to go to a commercial break, but I mean this with all my heart. This is something that means a lot to me, and I can't do it without a village like anything else, and I'm gonna need some help from all of y'all. And y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back from a word from our sponsor.
If you need your hot dog experience to go to a whole new level, then you need to check out Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, because when it comes to hot dogs, it doesn't get more iconic than Pulliam's. Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue has been in business since 1910, which makes them part of the fabric of the Triad area, and their recipe hasn't changed in 114 years. Same barbecue, same slaw, same hot dogs. Pulliam's is located at 4400 Old Walkertown Road in Winston-Salem, and their hours are Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Come chill at the grill and enjoy yourself with family and friends at Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue. At H&H Auto Repair, no job is too big or too small. Family owned and operated for over 20 years, they can do it all. From oil changes to engine swaps to North Carolina inspections, H&H Auto Repair is your one-stop auto shop. Located at 3088 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, right next to Tickle Pink Convenience Store. Stop by and see Daniel and Philip Harrison and tell them old CC sent you. That's H&H Auto Repair, 3088 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem. Since 2006, 5 Points Tire and Auto works hard to earn your trust and loyalty. They know how important it is to find a Winston-Salem car service you can rely on, so your satisfaction is their top priority each and every day. Their professional automotive service offers you years of combined expertise from their well-trained technicians. They treat their auto repair professionals well because they value their skill and can-do attitude. They know their team sets them apart, saving you, the customer, time and money, not to mention worry. When it comes to auto repair in Winston-Salem, 5 Points Tire and Auto is totally confident they are the best option in town. They're located at 3075 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and their hours are Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Welcome back to Talking Circles with Chris Carter. My name is Sydney Sanders, and this is Christopher Carter.
I gotta stop. I'm sorry. I There's something wrong with me. I blame it on the brain injury. But anyway, people that's responded on what I just said, thank you. You can just shoot me a text. What I'll do is we'll just do like when we did for the donations for the kids with cancer. But I just want to put that in your ear. No, no, let's don't do nothing yet because we can't do it Saturday. We already knew that. Dean Levi, all of y'all, thank you so much. After I meet with Miss Sylvia, because here's the thing, y'all, I don't want to just label it to one location. And Big Brothers, Big Sisters. I've actually reached out to Cassie Fambro, Fox 8 too. And she had a lot of good ideas to help me with. So,
Like
see,
also
and that's what I need, even if it's church.
foster families or something like that, like foster kids.
Yeah. See, I need more structure. I don't have it structured out like I want it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I even reached out to the sheriff's department, to her. I need help structure. Anybody wants to help with this, man? Y'all know me. I'm an open book. You more than
I
welcome.
love kids, so
Well, I mean, yes, yes. And somebody's like, what we could do if we know the families, we could not like special cater or anything like that, but beforehand, because I have the availability beforehand to walk kids or whoever to actually just start there at Tim's and walk all the way, like I do when I try to tell everybody, thank you for being there. I tell you, start stuff like that. Start there and, just let them meet the drivers and everything. And then the connection between this person these kids that's never seen racing, the connection gets even better. It's kind of like me talking about Carson Hocevar, getting out and connecting with the fans. You want these kids to connect with these people, with these drivers. You want them to go on and go out and call Tony and Ashley Black and say, I want my kid to race one of those. You'd be surprised you'd be surprised at the people that, what do you mean they got a racetrack? They got a racetrack, they race around a football field. Or what? There's a football field in Winston? No. But it's amazing to me that I guess you just gotta say what you feel and get stuff out there. So if y'all want to contact me after hours or whatever, whatever, we'll just put names down and all this. All right. I'm not doing this for sponsorship or nothing like that, but we will acknowledge people that help. I feel like that's something important that you take your money or your time or whatever to buy a ticket or whatever. You will get the recognition. There's a lot of y'all that says, Chris, it ain't about that. I know I get it because it ain't with me, but there's nothing wrong with a shout out. You agree or disagree? I mean, you're wanting to do what we're doing and helping kids, and deep down, I just feel like that's something that's worthy of being shout out about. Let's throw a huge tailgate for them before the race, and then yeah, I mean, all this that I'm hearing, is fine or reading or saying, but uh, okay, that's covered. Reach out. Thank you, all y'all. Andy Noto, I love you, Andy. I guess he's still watching. I hope he's still watching. Is that Daniel? Um, I gave Andy something I've hardly ever done, but I gave Andy Noto's daughter a shout out because the way I look at it, I did not know this was Andy Noto's daughter. You know how I'll do before the show. I like to two younger humans was sitting down here, and I started talking, and this young lady with her red hair says that I'm here to watch my dad. And I'm like, well, who's your dad? And she said, Andy Noto. And I said, where are you from? And she said, whatever, New York. That's where she lives. They're from New York at Bowman Gray watching the race. So later when I went up, I gave her a big shout out. Who did it? What's wrong?
Danielle said I was creeping around the corner.
He probably.
And no, he really was because I was like, who is this? I thought he was about to jump through the mirror on the window. He had on like the Michael Jackson jumpsuit.
Daniel did?
Yeah.
So say hey to Mr. Mark at Williams Hot Dogs and Barbecue because we don't have a Cam's Corner segment tonight, but we do always have our Cam's Corner brought to you by Williams Hot Dog and Barbecue segment. That's because we named Cam's Corner after Tim's son, Cam. The story behind that is really neat, how all that started. But in a nutshell, now I keep looking like there's a terrorist out there. What about the White House stuff?
Yes.
Why did they get J.D. Vance out of that seat so fast and old Donald J. just, hey, dude, they're shooting, get up. Hey, Donald, shooting, get up. They grabbed, what's his name? What's the vice president? J.D. Vance, like there's no tomorrow. You see Erica Kirk? She was upset. She was crying. That's her heart. So anyway, all right. So I'm missing something. Yeah, there's Andy Noto. Andy, I don't know if you got to hear me a while ago, but I gave your daughter a shout out, even though you wasn't in the road. What is it now? Do you see him?
No, my sister was texting at the top and it was just something funny. Andy Noto says best hot dogs ever. Went for the first time a few weeks ago. Can I get them delivered to the track? Yeah, Chris
Yes,
probably
yes, you can.
stored in his vehicle.
No, Andy, you can. Mr. Mark, you can. You got to let me know how many, and he'll give me a price, and you can pay when you get there. Now, Mr. Mark's watching. So, yes, Mr. Mark does bring hot dogs to us, and I'm sure we can make that handle. We can get that handled. So, yes, Andy. But anyway, I don't know if you heard me a while ago, Andy. I gave your daughter a shout out on the PA Bowling Grace, something I've never done before. But I got to meet your daughter. Amazing human, her and her dude there. So it's really cool to meet your child. Mr. Mark is great. I knew when I said his name, I'd chime in. Yeah, Pulliam's great. Had it again today. Is Daniel really out there?
He was. I guess he left us.
Nah, he's close. He's probably been inside the number 83 Bravado or something. Kyle Busch got a new crew chief. Kyle Busch got a new crew chief, and I don't know if that's going to make a difference. See, people, I don't know how many of y'all out there know this, and there is a lot that do, but you know this whatever number Gen car we're at now. First Cup team to build that was RCR right there. Welcome. There's a lot of resources at one time, I believe, and there's some things people just things happen. Kyle Busch has not lost his ability to drive a race car. Okay, I promise. That's like some people was talking about Cletus a while ago, which I didn't follow up because I had the brainstorm about my little idea that I was doing. But Cletus You ever watched him drift around his racetrack? Have you ever watched some of the
Yes.
stuff he does?
Yes.
So wouldn't you agree with me that he's very teachable?
Mhm.
I mean, this guy can do stuff that I
He's
bet you,
fearless.
I bet you could take half the field of those Cup guys and say, "Go do what Cletus just done. Here's the car. Go do it." They couldn't. They could not do it. Just like he can't do what they're doing. So teachable. Cletus is good for the sport. That's all I'm saying. Listen to me, people. He's good. We need him. We needed Carson Hocevar. We NASCAR needed Carson Hocevar to win. Okay. We've got like who's our big personality? Actually, everybody thought that Chase Elliott was going to be the next whatever it's called, and that just didn't pan out as far as we just don't have that person no more. And Hocevar's that guy. And then you got some of these people coming up. You throw Cletus in the mix, and people love NASCAR again like they used to. It's got vodka in there.
No, it doesn't.
So yeah, Kyle Busch got a new crew chief, so maybe that I don't know. I don't think it'll help, but there's something bad and wrong there. Kyle Busch to Spire next year. Tim, like their contracts are all. You know this, Tim. You're a smart. Tim, you're on the inside looking out. No. Uh, Derek Wormwood's watching.
I got a bone to pick with him.
All right, she says that y'all want to.
No, it's Gatorade. I
Oh,
love
it's
drinking drinks in. Thanks. Yeah, I got my lineup, my coffee, my Gatorade, my Red Bull.
something's wrong with you. Hey, let's. I'm tempted to do a phone call, y'all, but then I might get upset.
Yeah, you've already been over there like two-stepping in the corner.
Um, Let me go back to my notes. All right, we took rainouts. All right, youth and the tick, Andy Jake. I about covered all that, hadn't I? That I sent you earlier. Uh, Once again, I want to go back. Oh yeah, rainouts. Next time, I can't. The numbers are phenomenal. When I tell y'all this, when I make them post on race day, and then I say they're still racing. I pretty much, I don't hear what them people. I can see them, but I don't hear nothing they're saying down there at the end. You can see the hands going, radars. You see the activity picking up with the powers that be down there at the very end. But I know a lot of people look at the page, and when I did pay, hey, we're still racing. Then you know how they do the dot dot dot, and then so we're not racing. We're done. Be safe. God bless. Whatever I said. And then you get these people that are like telling you how stupid you are and all this. What makes humans do that? We make a post, whether you like what we're posting or what I'm posting for them. You don't have to act like a wild idiot.
Hello, Cam and Marley.
Hey, Marley. Hey, Cam. Uh, Here's a perfect example talking about Mr. Mark. A lot of times I like to put on there how much I love those hot dogs. Uh, and then you're going to have about someone 5 posts down to talk about cuss every other word, talk about how it's not good. Da, 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 da. But that's their. I don't have. We don't all like the same thing, right?
That's right. Everybody has an opinion.
But don't post it. Don't tell me about what you don't like about Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue when I'm making the post about the place that I love. Why do they do that, Patrick?
No, Tim.
Because they've never been punched in the face, and they don't.
Maybe so.
They've never tasted bear spray. That's what it is. They've never. A lot of these people that do that, they've never. But I wish I understood. Anyway, you want to try a phone call? I mean, see,
guess.
I'm getting.
I don't know if you can take deep breaths over there.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
That you need to practice your deep breathing skills. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Did I do good?
No, that was only one.
Okay. Patrick, what you think over there?
We could try it. We got it set up. We got it queued, ready to roll.
All right.
Go from there.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'll stand by. All right, so we're gonna to, I'm waiting on this text back, attempt a phone call with our 12-time track champion at Bowling Gray Stadium, Tim Brown. He had his 106th victory in a modified at the Madhouse, our first race. And all right, hold on. Here's the number.
Okay.
I explained to Tim's wife, Megan, that what we're doing here is this is a trial, y'all. This is a trial. I'm gonna just hopefully um talk to him, Sydney.
Well, I'm about to
What?
run to the bathroom while you do this. Step away for a second.
Okay, let's do this.
Why don't we go to a commercial
Let's
and
do it.
come
Let's tell
back
Megan.
to that?
Y'all, you know you've never seen a podcast as professional as this one. Take that, Freddie Kraft and Denny Hamlin and Dale Jr. Professional Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by J&T Services. Let's do a commercial and come back with it. All right, I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Don't go nowhere. We're going to attempt to talk to our 12-time track champion, Tim Brown, after a word from one of our amazing sponsors.
Everready Mix Concrete has been in business for 40 years, and they can handle any and all of your concrete needs, whether big or small. They can do it all. Located at 2000 Old Highway 421 East in Yadkinville, North Carolina, Everready Mix Concrete, they're family owned and operated, and for a free quote, give David Adams a call at 336-961-6688. Choice Tire and Automotive is a full-service auto repair shop and your number one source for tires and wheels in Kernersville, North Carolina. They offer a variety of automotive services to keep your vehicle rolling on the road and off. Choice Tire and Automotive offers check engine light repair and diagnostics, oil changes, brake repairs, alignments, balancing, rotations, and general automotive repairs. They bring the best quality service possible in everything they do, and their team is committed to providing the best workmanship and customer experience possible. Choice Tire and Automotive's hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. Give Choice Tire and Automotive a call at 336-992-9002 and let them take care of your tire and automotive service needs.
Hey, my name is Gavin Robbins. Welcome to Robbins Sandblasting.
Hey, I'm Michael Robbins. I'm a third-generation sandblaster. Alongside of my parents, Eddie and Shirley Robbins, we are Robbins Sandblasting. In December of 1954, my grandpa, Buddy Robbins, started Robbins Sandblasting. Over the past 65 years, there have been many cars driven in this driveway. Some have come and gone, others have become friends, but many have become family. With the fourth generation standing here, it's our job to teach them how the rust meets the dust. So from our family to yours, thank you for 65 years.
Welcome back, Talking Circles with Chris Carter. We are presented to you by J&T Services. J&T Services, any junk removal, anything you need, please give Jimmy Brown a call. You can find J&T Services on their Facebook page at J&T Services. So we appreciate Jimmy and everything he does. So, all right. So what we're going to do, let me check the text, man. We're going to attempt, I'm going to say it again. I want to, Andy Noto has already wants to do the first $100 for the tickets for the kids and all that. So that's all right. Tim is on. Y'all cross your fingers.
Perfect. You're now in. Go ahead and talk.
Hey Tim, you got us.
It's already echoing.
Perfect. You're now in. Go ahead and talk. What do you?
All right. He's talking right now. We're not hearing it. So
Yeah.
Not hearing thing.
come on, do it that way. Hang it up. All right, we're back. We're good. All right. Thank you, Tim, for trying. Thank you, Miss Megan. She's saying he's talking. Can you hear him? We heard nothing. Last week we heard a caller.
Yeah, but as soon as you like switched it over, it was like, hello, hello, hello.
Can I ask you this publicly or whatever?
We go ahead.
What when you it is something on Call-In Studio when you press that, but Call-In Studio, is it on the same what I seen a while ago with OBS?
No, Call-In Studios
Separate entity, more or less.
entity,
Sorry.
correct.
Okay.
Yes, that's separate from what we have going on with OBS. So yeah, like Sydney or CC just mentioned, we did get an echo immediately from the phone call. So
Immediately right when he started talking, it echoed. I'm texting Miss Megan, Tim's wife, and she's like, he's talking, and we're not hearing nothing. It's a loop. It's a loop. It is a loop. Tim's done. Somebody's like, they're not turning their volume down. Tim Brown has done. He knows. Yeah, you don't have to tell Tim Brown to turn the volume down. It's just not part of the equation. But anyway, I'm sorry. We tried. We've tried to. I can talk to Bert Myers, producer Devin, and I mean, I'm trying. If there's anybody out there that thinks they have a solution for this, and yes, I went to Chat GPT, and that's where it also talks about a loop and what have you. But anyway, y'all know I tried. I mean, I'm gonna cry again. All right. Anyway, all right. So this Saturday night at Bowman Gray Stadium, we are going to have another big night of racing coming up. I was hoping that somehow, some way, that those Crown Vics, I believe they will be back pretty soon. I mean, they are scheduled, but maybe before. I don't know. I don't want to give out any false hope. But this week will be a regular night of racing. Other we got the 2025s for the modifieds. Something really interesting. If the same driver wins the first and the second race, everybody that goes to Bowman Gray gets a free 8-piece chicken nugget from Chick-fil-A.
Like at the track or at Chick-fil-A? Asking for a friend. You don't know that answer.
I do know that answer.
Okay.
I wouldn't have said it if I didn't know the answer. Any Chick-fil-A.
With your
around here.
ticket.
Yeah.
You know, when I was growing up, Bobby Hutchins used to be sponsored by Chick-fil-A, and him and my daddy was friends. And I used to love going down there and getting a hero card because you could just tear off that free chicken sandwich card.
See, that's really cool. How old was you? 8? You couldn't drive to Chick-fil-A, could you?
No, I was like middle school. No, I was younger than that, 4th, 5th grade.
17
No,
in middle school.
that was your age in middle school, not mine.
Oh, man. Let's see what old Robbie White has to say.
David.
So do you think transponders will come to the stadium soon? May 16th. Thank you, Miss Ashley. All right. So do you think, right? You know,
No.
actually, I do. But I am, my opinion, maybe sooner than later, maybe later. I don't see,
I don't see it
I
happening
don't want to
this year.
stick my foot. I don't know. I don't want to sound like it's hard on anybody. First off, there's a lot of people that doesn't. A lot of like anything else I say. A lot of y'all understand what a score has to do up there. And one of the reasons that Chris Carter outside Bowling Gray ever announced it, hardly any other. Y'all remember if you went to 311, I announced there. 90% of the tracks that I go to, Carteret, wherever. I don't want to be in with those people. I don't want to have to hear all that. Especially since my brain injury, I don't like it at all. And in the same way with Bowling Gray, if I had my choice, me and Randy would have our own room. But it's how it has to be, and I'm good with that. But them doing their thing, me and Randy doing our thing, they have to. It's hard to be a score, y'all. It's hard. But I just think that fence is up, right?
Mhm.
There's a lot of things that y'all are used to at Bowling Gray that, like the fence, not being there. Now it is. You'll adapt. You'll get used to it. It'll be fine. I mean, hopefully that if transponders come in the future, that can eliminate a lot of animosity towards those scores that they have to face every night. I hope I'm making sense what I'm saying. You're a racer. Am I making sense what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Ethan Trull, why did you have to say that? Ethan, I don't know, buddy. It's the
It's too
the
early in the
forecast.
week.
Yeah. Let's give a big shout out. Bubba's About Broke podcast. We
Hello.
appreciate y'all. Y'all tune in if you ever get a chance to watch Bubba's About Broke podcast. So I've seen Bubba's About Broke podcast. If y'all, I don't know what it was. Y'all can answer me here, but something to do with Mobile Speedway. That's my home track, and I'd like to know. I can't remember what I read. But whatever it is, I promise you're gonna have a lot of fun. All right, we're about to wrap this show up. I just really think it makes sense to have a lot of traps this year. It would. It will. There's Gracie Gibbs again. Hey, Gracie! Love that lady. Oh, I love her. Yeah, I get it, Robbie, and there's a lot of
Yeah.
people that do get it. And once again, I'm not, that's out of my pay grade. I have nothing to do with that. If I could go up there and beg for transponders and they'd laugh at me. Not really, but anyway, it's just who knows? Who knows? We'll see in time. That's the best way to
Baby steps.
baby steps. Yeah, baby steps. Uh, Lacey said, "Hey, back." But yeah, that's where we're at with that. I can't. That's just something that's not out of in my pay grade or whatever. What does Austin say? Well, one more thing. I'm not touching that, Austin. I'm not that. I'm not. I just, you know. Anyway, what else? So it seemed like something else I was going to talk about before we left. Was it?
I know, because you covered everything on the stuff that you. Oh, we
Um,
have a Mobile on quarter panel.
Oh, on their ARCA car. Okay, cool. Yeah, Mobile Speedway. I will say this: you talk about earning stripes or whatever. When I was young, a long time ago, I had to clean the bathrooms and clean underneath the grandstands at Mobile International Speedway. I had to clean. I'm gonna say this to you again. I had to clean. My job was to clean the bathrooms on Sundays at Mobile International Speedway. when I was young. So
It was
when
a paycheck.
when I say of it, and then I went from that, and then they let me. I could use the push mower to mow the grass underneath and weed eat and all that. And then as I went, they let me drive the tractor to mow the grass, and Mobile's high banked, and that was a sight within itself. And then after that, I become a track photographer. Is
Yeah.
what I started taking pictures at Mobile Speedway, and then one thing just led to
Was it
another.
with a disposable camera?
I have used it, yeah.
Oh.
So well, let me tell you a funny story. I think it was Kevin Raywinkle. He was a driver there, and he was racing a street stock. Kale was actually racing in a street stock at this time, and scoreboard operator was the first scoreboard operator at Mobile when they got the new scoreboard up. So, but anyway, yeah. So I was photographer at Mobile Speedway, and they were having such a it was the greatest thing ever. 3 wide coming off of 4. Kevin Raywinkle's in the middle. No, he's on top. Coming off of 4, he did the old whoop-de-doo.
The
And
whoop-de-doo.
and yeah, the tail end of the car comes first across the finish line. I'm like, this is great. This car will take click, 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 click. So I said, Kevin, man, I got the best pictures ever. Y'all know where I'm going with this story?
No, I'm nervous.
It ain't funny.
You weren't even facing taking pictures of the cars? Is that what you're gonna say?
Somehow I opened up the camera, and that was back before the digital days, and there I didn't have no pictures of nobody. Boy, he was pissed.
You got fired that day.
No, I got promoted to announcer.
You got promoted because you didn't take no photos. Bless your heart.
I need to write a book. That is a true story, man. God, he was mad. He should have been mad, but shame on me. And look, I was never a photographer, but somehow I put myself in positions to take some pretty
I
good
mean,
pictures.
you were out there like full passion, not getting a photo of nothing but dirt.
I was so happy, like, Kevin, I got some of the best pictures ever. Gerald Hodges ain't got nothing. I was a long time photographer.
You thought, I'm going to the NBA with these.
The NBA. Go to Alabama, University of Alabama.
You were the photographer for Booster. That's exactly what it was.
Oh, me. I'll be
CC
right. CC so old to use gunpowder for a flash on his camera. You think Harold next to Mark right there? Think old Jake Crum will come race at the stadium? I'd love to see Jake Crum at the stadium. Actually, I mean, there's a Jake Crum at every track. We have a Jake Crum. I mean, Jake Crum. There's a lot of people doing a lot of bad things that they regret, but
That's right.
Jake Crum is whatever you think about Jake Crum. The man can drive a race car, and sometimes he just does. I didn't get to see. I seen that him and Bert had something, and I didn't watch it. I didn't read what happened, so I have no comment whatsoever on that. All right, so that's going to do it. I hope y'all enjoyed it because we was all over the place. Once again, I want to reiterate for all you people that was on earlier and heard what I'm saying is we're going to try to do our best. No, we are going to do meeting with the youth center right over here in Reynolds Park Road Thursday. I'm going to the police station Thursday with some big thing they're having for an hour Thursday. Then I'm going to meet with Sylvia Adams Friday, and we're going to discuss our involvement, and not only that, with Big Brothers Big Sisters, any of these places that any of you can think of that helps kids maybe get off the street, underprivileged kids, needy families,
Less fortunate.
less fortunate. Thank you. Less fortunate humans, kids. We are going to start something to where we provide I'm assuming husband, wife, brother, sister, to where mommy, daddy, brother, sister, whatever, they have 4 tickets to the race. They have gas money to get to the race and get home. They have money to get something out of the concession stand that they can go as a family and enjoy something. And the big vision of this is that one of these kids or whatever, it gets them off the street. It's just
Gives them something to do other than
going to the mall with a gun. So at the end of the day, and we can make this big if some kid wants to. This could even extend to some of us getting together and having a summer racing camp. That is something that me and Bubba Gales already talked about. But if a kid just says, "I want to know how to be a race car driver," we have the solution for that. So anyway, if you missed it earlier, that's Chris's newest thing. I do want to say that our foundation, his glory, their story is very close. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you to Scott Harkey, who was the sponsor of this show, for getting all the bylaws and everything that we need to have this foundation helping kids with cancer. But it all ties in together, y'all. It all ties in together. And it's about all of y'all, you, the drivers, the community, all of us coming together like we did with them and all these others that we've been a part of, doing what we do. And I just think it's really cool that some of these kids are going to have this opportunity. And yeah, hope you're on board because I'm sure if you
I'm on board.
I told before we leave, I'm gonna tell you this, you sponsors after this. I told Miss Sylvia Adams that I feel like that even she would be surprised at what the racing community, what they do when they come together. And it ain't just about Bowman Gray Stadium. I'm reaching out to Ace and to Darren and Caraway to Miss Gina and them at Hickory. It ain't about just here. And maybe y'all just maybe you never ever know this picks up and somebody says, hey, look what those people at Bowman Gray Stadium doing. Not what Chris is doing, not what look what those drivers and fans are doing at Bowman Gray Stadium. And then next thing you know, you're getting an email or something like, hey man, we seen what y'all were doing and we're doing it and this is taking off. So anyway, it's something I prayed about. Okay. And this is something that I feel like I want to do. I'm gonna do. And I can't do it without y'all. So with all that being said, thank you. All the love that I have in my heart goes out to all of you, whether you like this show or not, you tuning in, and I appreciate that. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, just like I appreciate all of the sponsors, which she's going to read now.
Okay, we'd like to thank H&H Auto Repair, RaceForKids.com, Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, Precision Built Spindles, Sykes Metal Roofing, Realtor Renee Hackett, Koger Plumbing, Gale Force Suspension Management, Swift Springs, 5 Points Tire and Auto, The Dentist at Kernersville, Tiffany Jimenez, The Ginther Group, Krista Still Racing, Tea Time Sports Bar, Burke Street Pub, Captain's Retreat at Bear Creek, Madhouse Harley Davidson, Smoky Joe's Barbecue of Lexington, David E. Day Inc., Blue Ridge Truck Line, Suntan Magic Mount Airy, Affordable Septic, Enticing Icings, Dutton Safer Systems, Ideal Landscaping, JTV, Sports Cars and Memorabilia, Nick's Old Fashioned Hamburgers, KevinSaysYes.com, Bowman's Hauling and Grading, Choice Tire and Automotive, Jordan Anderson with Woodman Life Insurance, S&P Lemonade, J&T Services, Harkey Litigation, Everybody Mixed Concrete, Colfax Towing, MJ Printing and Graphics, Mixed TV Great with Nate, Squeaky Clean Home Pros, and Squeaky Clean Express and Ceramic Coatings.
Trying to distract you. Okay, I got it. You just said make TV great with Nate. We did not include
I know we didn't have.
Nate's
I was hoping to have
ultimate
some
bar
snacks
snack.
tonight.
Well, they're here somewhere.
Did you eat them all?
Nate's Ultimate Bar Snack. Y'all go check him out on Facebook if you would, please. Once again, Nate's Ultimate Bar Snack on Facebook. I was supposed to change all that. Guess what? I didn't. My mind's been in 100 places. I want to say August the 15th. I wish I knew where the sheriff's department's going to be having a big old car show. Uh, Sergeant Hampton is the officer that's helping me get with all these other people on what I was just talking about a while ago. Gracie, yes, you're right. I did see that. You're absolutely correct. Patrick, our days are winding down. I want you to know, and I'm publicly, how much I appreciate you and everything that you've done so far. I want. This is why I'm saying that. Well, these little issues we're having has nothing to do with the man over there running the show. It is something that we will figure out. Is we're missing all of us together. We've chat GPD and everything. I'm telling you, it's not on. When I say this, don't I want to, everybody know you do a heck of a job. His shirt, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, he is strong in his belief in Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior, and I admire that so much. It's the shirt he has on now, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Sandy, I don't have to tell you how much I love you and appreciate you. If y'all want to have a good time and be entertained, simply come out to Thunder Road and talk to us. Corey Latham was there with us the other night. And once again,
Yes.
Jason Rowell, Colfax Towing was with us, and Casey
That's right, Casey.
was there, and Steven. And then we had Clayton Tate doing his antics, and I believe it was Sam Reynolds
Yes.
that was there. We've seen Sam, and we appreciate Sam's support and what have you. He was talking about you, son, not mine, out there with the water balloons. So we pulled up, me and Jason Rowell, Colfax Towing, and your son, Clayton Tate, Chris Carter, and the other two kids, Chris Carter. Hey, Floyd's me out there, and Clayton said, "Come here, I want to give you a hug." Right then, I knew something wasn't right. This kid has seen me for 2 years straight, and he ain't never asked for a hug. I should have known. And right when I went to give that boy a hug, he had some kind of like horn.
Air horn.
He did that. So me having issues, I jumped 16 feet in the air, did a cartwheel. I was scared and I didn't like it. So Clayton Tate, I do owe your son one. I'm saying it publicly. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank all of y'all. We'll be back next week. Y'all pay attention. Bowman Gray Stadium. We're going to do it again this Saturday night. Don't forget about the Crown Vics too. We appreciate y'all. Until next week, stay safe. God bless. Much love to all of you.
People can trust me to detail their vehicles because I've been doing it for years. I've worked on stuff from $1,000 all the way up to $100,000, but at the end of the day, you still gotta live up to the same standard. I put love and care into every vehicle. I just want to make sure my customer's happy because I like getting everything. I mean, every crack, every cranny, anything I can get. I really just want it to be squeaky clean. I know how I want my ride to look like at the end of the day, and I should do the same thing to yours.
Jimmy Brown of J&T Services buys junk, unwanted vehicles of all types. He removes scrap metal, specializes in trash removal and eviction cleanups. Whether it's a bed or a table or even old washer and dryer, Jimmy Brown, you don't play around. Serving the Triad area since 2007, J&T Services is firefighter owned, and you can reach them at 336-341-1171, or you can go to J&T Services on Facebook.
So you train for trying, I hear you go. Everything, but you dive and I refuse to play. It's the same. Spinning and some things work. Something ain't sure her. It's the same.